Hey, 49ers faithful. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates on our beloved San Francisco 49ers. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any breaking news or exciting updates about the Niners. The San Francisco 49ers shook the NFL world today with a move that has been quietly brewing behind closed doors, but is now official. JALEN Ramsey has been named the leader of the 49ers secondary. The news, initially hinted at in practice chatter and insider whispers, finally broke into the mainstream, sending shockwaves through fans and analysts alike. For months, speculation had been rampant about how the 49ers would handle their defensive backfield, with questions swirling around team chemistry, leadership dynamics, and whether Ramsey, known for his intense personality and unmatched talent, could truly anchor a unit that has had its ups and downs. Rumors suggested that internal meetings and film sessions had Ramsey naturally emerging as a guiding force, his presence commanding attention and respect from younger players, veterans, and coaching staff alike. Sources close to the team indicate that this decision was not just about skill on the field, but about mindset, accountability, and Ramsey's ability to read the game and communicate at a level few can match. Social media has already exploded with reactions, ranging from awe at the team's bold move to debates about how this shift will alter their defensive schemes and rivalries. The timing is critical too, as the 49ers aim to capitalize on a veteran-laden roster while positioning themselves as a dominant force in the NFC West. JALEN Ramsey's trajectory has been one marked by high expectations, scrutiny, and undeniable talent, making this official announcement feel like the culmination of years of speculation. The chatter began months ago, with insiders noting Ramsey's vocal presence in meetings and his relentless attention to detail on the practice field, traits that naturally lent themselves to a leadership role. Analysts have been quick to point out that Ramsey's experience with previous franchises, combined with his championship aspirations, aligns perfectly with the 49ers' ambitions. What makes this move particularly fascinating is the timing within the season cycle. Naming a single defensive back as a leader is not a trivial decision, and the team clearly sees Ramsey as someone capable of galvanizing the entire secondary. Observers have noted subtle shifts in practice routines, positioning, and on-field communication patterns, all hinting at a player who is quietly taking command of the defensive unit. Moreover, whispers around the locker room suggest that younger players are not only respecting Ramsey's technical skills, but also gravitating toward his approach to preparation, film study, and game day mentality. This ripple effect could redefine how the 49ers' secondary operates, potentially leading to more aggressive coverage schemes, better communication, and fewer blown assignments. The anticipation among fans is palpable, as the team navigates both internal expectations and external scrutiny from rival franchises eager to test this new leadership dynamic. Media insiders continue to speculate that this move could have a ripple effect on upcoming free agency strategies, with the 49ers possibly leveraging Ramsey's leadership as a selling point for attracting additional talent to their defensive backfield. Sources hint that this move did not happen overnight. The 49ers coaching staff, led by a strategic-minded head coach, reportedly spent weeks observing Ramsey in various scenarios, both in drills and during team interactions. His influence reportedly extends beyond the secondary, as teammates from other positions have commented on how his presence elevates the intensity and focus of practices. The rumor mill suggests that this formal announcement may have been a long time coming, with internal conversations happening behind closed doors, weighing Ramsey's temperament, consistency, and ability to withstand the pressures of leadership. Social media insiders have highlighted cryptic posts and subtle gestures from teammates that seem to foreshadow this decision, hinting at the quiet respect Ramsey commands within the locker room. Analysts have speculated that naming a single player as a leader could create a clearer hierarchy in the defensive backfield, allowing for faster decision-making during games and reducing miscommunication, particularly in high-pressure scenarios against elite passing offenses. Fans have also latched onto the idea that Ramsey's leadership might influence the team culture in ways that transcend individual statistics, potentially setting a tone of accountability, competitiveness, and resilience that could shape the 49ers' identity for years. The energy around this news has ignited debates about whether Ramsey's presence could turn the secondary into one of the league's most formidable units, drawing comparisons to historic defensive backfields known for dominance and cohesion. The official statement from the 49ers emphasized both Ramsey's skill set and his intangible qualities, framing him as a cornerstone for the team's defensive philosophy moving forward. This carefully timed announcement seems designed not only to cement Ramsey's role internally, but also to send a message to the league. The 49ers are serious about elevating their defense and are willing to make bold leadership declarations to ensure it. Industry insiders suggest that Ramsey's elevation as the leader of the secondary may also have strategic implications for how the 49ers approach divisional rivals, particularly teams with high-powered passing attacks. His ability to anticipate routes, communicate adjustments, and intimidate receivers could fundamentally alter game plans, forcing opposing quarterbacks and coordinators to rethink strategies. The rumor mill has been buzzing with speculation that Ramsey's influence extends beyond the field, affecting everything from practice timing to film session intensity, creating a culture where preparation becomes as important as execution. Sources hint that Ramsey has embraced this unofficial role for months, subtly mentoring younger corners and safeties, offering guidance that blends technique, mental preparation, and game awareness. This nurturing aspect has reportedly solidified his credibility within the locker room, making the leadership announcement feel less like a mandate and more like a natural evolution. The timing of the announcement may also be tied to contract considerations, team negotiations, and morale management, all factors that insiders suggest were carefully weighed before publicly naming Ramsey as the defensive anchor. Fans and analysts alike are debating the potential domino effect this could have on the NFC West, where rivalries are intense and a single dominant defensive back can shift the balance of power. The 49ers' decision seems to indicate a willingness to lean on Ramsey not just for his physical prowess, but for his psychological and tactical influence, turning him into a central figure in both preparation and in-game execution. Social media reactions have highlighted excitement, skepticism, and curiosity, with hashtags and threads dissecting the implications of Ramsey's new role, turning locker room dynamics into a hot topic among football enthusiasts. Whispers from unnamed team sources suggest that Ramsey's rise to a leadership position is part of a broader organizational philosophy aimed at consolidating leadership roles around the most influential personalities, rather than dispersing responsibility across multiple voices. The rationale, according to these insiders, is that a centralized leadership figure can reduce miscommunication, streamline defensive calls, and provide younger players with a clear mentor. Analysts are already drawing parallels to historically dominant defensive units led by a singular authoritative presence, noting that Ramsey's combination of skill, charisma, and football IQ makes him an ideal candidate for such a role. The 49ers, aware of the scrutiny that comes with making high-profile announcements, appear to have timed this release strategically, perhaps to set the tone for preseason narratives or to manage locker room expectations heading into critical matchups. Rumors hint at subtle internal celebrations and private acknowledgments of Ramsey's influence, including informal huddles, one-on-one mentoring, and tactical briefings that go beyond what the public usually sees. The narrative emerging is one of a player stepping into an almost mythical role within the team structure, blending leadership, intimidation, and mentorship in ways that could redefine what it means to be a defensive back in today's NFL. Social media chatter reflects fans' eagerness to see how Ramsey's leadership translates into performance, with some speculating that this could lead to a surge in the team's defensive stats, turnovers, and overall dominance. The consensus among insiders seems to be that the 49ers are not only naming Ramsey a leader on paper, but are actively reshaping their defensive culture around his presence, potentially signaling a new era for one of the NFL's storied franchises. The intrigue surrounding this announcement is compounded by the fact that Ramsey has historically been both lauded and criticized for his outspoken personality, making his success as a leader a storyline that extends far beyond mere on-field performance. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Analysts and pundits have begun dissecting Ramsey's leadership style, noting that his approach combines fierce competitiveness with a meticulous attention to detail that can both intimidate and inspire. Reports suggest that his leadership extends beyond the defensive backs, influencing linebackers, edge rushers, and even special teams personnel, creating a ripple effect of accountability and intensity. Rumors indicate that this influence has been quietly growing throughout the offseason, with coaching staff allowing Ramsey to take more initiative in strategy sessions, drills, and pregame adjustments. Observers speculate that the public announcement is merely the tip of the iceberg, with internal recognition of his leadership having been established months earlier. Fans have speculated wildly about how this change might affect on-field chemistry, coverage schemes, and even contract negotiations for other defensive players who may now find themselves under Ramsey's tutelage. Some believe this could ignite a new culture of discipline and excellence, while others caution that such a prominent role could come with pressure that tests Ramsey's ability to lead consistently. Social media debates have exploded, with commentators analyzing every practice snippet, locker room photo, and sideline interaction for clues about how Ramsey is asserting his presence. The intrigue is heightened by the timing of the announcement, just as teams across the league are preparing for pivotal matchups, suggesting that the 49ers are signaling both internally and externally that Ramsey is their cornerstone. The story is unfolding in real time, with every game, practice, and interview potentially adding layers to what could become one of the most fascinating narratives in recent NFL history. The buzz surrounding Ramsey's leadership role has also sparked discussions about the psychological impact on the rest of the team. Insiders hint that younger players feel a renewed sense of purpose and direction, with Ramsey's intensity setting a standard that influences preparation, focus, and on-field performance. Analysts speculate that this could lead to fewer mistakes, better communication, and an overall increase in defensive cohesion, transforming the secondary into a unit that is not only physically dominant, but strategically sophisticated. Sources also suggest that Ramsey's leadership is fostering a culture where accountability is paramount, and where veterans are rallying around a player whose standards push everyone to elevate their game. Social media has been ablaze with speculation, memes, and heated debates, all of which underscore the significant attention this announcement has garnered. The official confirmation seems almost ceremonial, cementing a role that insiders claim Ramsey had already embraced, guiding the defensive backfield through subtle but impactful mentorship, film breakdowns, and pre-game preparation. Fans are keenly watching to see if this leadership translates into tangible improvements on the field, with every pass defended, every coverage adjustment, and every interception becoming a potential marker of Ramsey's influence. Meanwhile, rival teams are reportedly taking notice, adjusting game plans, and evaluating how to exploit or counteract a secondary now firmly under the command of one of the league's most formidable talents. The rumors, speculation, and excitement surrounding this move show no signs of slowing, with every analyst, fan, and insider eager to see how Ramsey's leadership will shape the 49ers' season moving forward. The announcement of JALEN Ramsey as the leader of the 49ers secondary has already sent shockwaves through rival locker rooms, with whispers of strategy shifts and game plan adjustments circulating among NFC West competitors. Sources indicate that opposing quarterbacks are suddenly spending extra hours studying Ramsey's tendencies, anticipating his ability to read routes, disrupt timing, and impose his will on the field. The rumor mill suggests that even the most veteran passers are privately concerned, knowing that Ramsey's combination of physicality and intelligence could turn ordinary plays into turnover opportunities. Internally, the 49ers reportedly see this move as a psychological boost as much as a tactical one, with teammates rallying around a figure who embodies accountability, intensity, and a relentless pursuit of perfection. Analysts speculate that Ramsey's presence could redefine how the team approaches coverage assignments, potentially allowing more aggressive blitz schemes or exotic zone concepts, knowing the secondary has a player capable of anticipating and adjusting in real time. Fans, meanwhile, have flooded social media with speculation, memes, and intense debate, dissecting every angle from Ramsey's leadership style to potential clashes with other star defenders. Industry insiders suggest this move could influence not only in-game execution, but also off-season decisions, with free agents weighing the opportunity to play under a defensively dominant figurehead versus joining teams with less structured hierarchies. Every comment, interview, and practice highlight is being scrutinized, creating a narrative that Ramsey's leadership could be the single most influential factor in the 49ers' defensive renaissance, positioning the team as a true contender for both divisional dominance and playoff success. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.